Hello, welcome to my place. I want to take you today to Romans chapter 13, and we're going to read verses 1 to 7. It says, "Every person is to be in subjection to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from God, and those which exist are established by God. Therefore, whoever resists authority has opposed the ordinance of God, and they who have opposed will receive condemnation upon themselves. For rulers are not a cause for fear for good behavior, but for evil. Do you want to have no fear of authority? Do what is good, and you will have praise from the same. For it is a minister of God to you for good. For if you do what is evil, be afraid. For it does not bear the sword for nothing, for it is a minister of God, an avenger who brings wrath on the one who practices evil. Therefore, it is necessary to be in subjection, not only because of wrath, but also for conscience's sake. For because of this, you also pay taxes, for rulers are servants of God, devoting themselves to this very thing. Render to all what is due them, tax to whom tax is due, custom to whom custom, fear to whom fear, honor to whom honor." Now, this doesn't seem like much of a spiritual talk today, except for one thing. And this is what we're going to get into today. In Canada, we just went through the election process, and in so doing, the government has been established through to the next election. Now, you may or may not agree with how the election went, but this is the thing with democracy. As a collective whole, the election process chooses, and everyone who is in the collective whole must live with what was chosen. When you study the Israelites in the book of Exodus especially, they went through a democratic process to decide whether they cross into the land of Canaan. The process chose to not go in. The result? They wandered the desert for 40 years. Now, there was probably about 2 to 3 million or more people that were there that voted, if you want to call it that. And I would assume that there was some that voted to go in and some voted to stay. And it ended up being that they voted to not go into the land of Canaan. But the ones who voted to go into the land of Canaan had to live with the decision of the majority. This is how we roll. The scripture reference for today says that we are supposed to honor those in leadership. Other places say that we are supposed to pray for them. Do you honor and pray for your leaders? It is not just talking about government positions either. All leadership is a representative of God. It doesn't mean you have to agree with them. The great thing about our democratic process is that there are caveats that allow us to disagree. But you can disagree with someone and still honor them. Verse 7 says it straight out: "Give taxes to whom taxes are due, payments where payments are due, fear or terror to whom fear or terror is due, and honor to whom honor is due." More importantly, the verses that follow this section says to do this all with the greatest commandment that we were given: love. So I encourage you to think before you talk or gripe about our leaders. Are you displaying the love that God commands? God bless you richly. We'll see you next time.